All right, guys, let's take a minute to talk about one of our favorite sponsors, Diet Smoke. As you guys know, Diet Smoke makes premier, federally legal THC products delivered discreetly right to your door. You guys know that I don't like to get really fucking high. Diet Smoke allows me to not get high and still feel good. They have all different flavors, all different levels, okay? Their wide range of products guarantees that there's something for everybody, no matter what kind of buzz you are looking for. For Verzi Effect listeners, Diet Smoke is rolling out the red carpet. Go to dietsmoke.com. And use code VERZI50. That's VIRZI 50. And you'll get, guys, if you put that code in, you're getting 50% off. Okay, your first item add to the cart is 50% off. That's dietsmoke.com, code VERZI50 for half off the first item added to your cart. Must be 21 to purchase. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Verzi Effect podcast show. My name is Paul Verzi, and you guys listening to episode 576, and I'm so happy about this episode. As you guys can see, we're not in the typical Verzi Effect studio. We are doing another studio close to the stand. This is a one-off because I wanted this guy on the show. This dude is taking the impressions by storm, crushing it online, and I think, in my opinion, the greatest Trump impression that there ever was. I'm going to say, Matt Friend is here, Chicago's own. Thank you so much, dude.
Thanks for having me.
No.
It's great to be here.
Thank you so much. I just found out you're a Chicago kid.
Yeah, I'm from Chicago.
And you started doing stand-up at Zany's? Was it Zany's your home?
The first stand-up show I ever did, I think I was like in high school. I might have done something at Second City, like an open mic, and then I really started when I went to NYU here at school in New York is where I really got my footing here.
So, okay. So let me ask you this, because I know everybody makes you. We'll do the impression thing after.
Tell me.
I know everybody. I know, and dude, his impressions, dude. You do ones that nobody. You do different ones.
It's true.
You
I got to work at my Paul now. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? A couple of people. Tim Dillon actually had a good verse.
Oh, really? I got to hear that.
Tim Dillon had a good Verzi, but let me ask you something.
Yeah, tell me.
When you look at somebody,
yes,
whether it's your Howard Stern, whether it's your Donald Trump, do you get clips of them and just study the voice first and then the mannerisms? Is it a voice to mannerisms, or is it like the whole thing at once at the same time?
It kind of just like, okay, not to be corny, but like Don Rickles said, comedy is a personality.
Right.
And I kind of do feel that way, like with what in my comedy broadly, but like impressions too, where it becomes my personality. Like I am watching these clips. I'm just a fan of pop culture and the news and knowing what's happening, and I've been obsessed with comedy since I was a little kid.
Okay.
And I just have always loved movies and actors and comedians and TV shows. And I'm just kind of watching these people and I start to talk like them. And it kind of just happens without me really thinking it. There are times when I can get really hooked on one person.
Yeah.
But I'm watching clips, and also what I say matters too. Like, it can't just be like, for example, when I first started doing stand-up, I would get away with having talent. So I'd be like, "Hello, it's Stewie Griffin," and then I would be cute, and it would get applause. But now I have to actually be funny with what I'm saying. So that's why there's like kind of a research element to it.
Does that? Okay, that. I'm glad you said that, because does that hurt your stand? Can that hurt your? So it could hurt your stand-up if you don't recognize that, right?
Well, I wouldn't say it hurt. I mean, I just, yeah.
Yeah, no, I guess not hurt it, but you have to be like, okay, it's got to be more than the voice. So now we're turning it into a bit.
And if you just want to be a voice actor, that's fine. But I'm a comedian, so like the content of what I'm saying has to be funny, and that's like why when I do if I'm doing an impression on stage, I've been known to like be able to sustain it in a conversation. Like, I could talk to you as Howard Stern right now, right? For 2 fucking hours, right? I mean, Paul, look at fucking Paul. This studio is fucking crazy. I haven't left my house in fucking 3 years, and I come here for this shit. I mean, what is going? Look at Robin. She's laughing off to the side, right? I know, right? So you sustain the conversation. That's what you had to do, right?
Got it. Who's your favorite to do? Out of all the ones you're doing, which do you enjoy the most? Like, is the most fun for you?
Well, okay, so you mentioned Charlie. The Trump one, it's funny because that one really only started to blow up on social media like 5 months ago. So I was trying to do it, and I'll tell you, I've been trying to do it, and I was failing like a dog. Nothing was happening. We were posting more than anyone's seen. Will you shut your mouth? He is such a nasty guy. Paul Verzi, no one knows what it's called. But I was posting a lot. And the beautiful thing about this one is that people try to do it and they fail. No one can do it.
Yeah.
And that's a very therapeutic thing because you can say what you want. You can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want.
For example, Jeannie Carroll was not my type. She was a dog, and the accusations are totally fraudulent, and Paul knows it. We love Tim Dillon. He's a great guy. He is a great guy. But you can say what you want, and it gets totally. It's a therapy kind of thing. So that one's fun. It just depends on the moment.
So okay, yeah, and I could tell.
I'm doing Ron DeSantis now, the governor of Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big one, too. He's kind of in the back of the throat over here, Ron DeSantis. No one really knows what he sounds like yet. I've already been working on it. I'm prepared. Okay, he's got the Disney lawsuit, building a state prison next to Disney in Florida. He's a crazy motherfucker, and I got him down.
So. Yeah, I notice when you do certain ones because I'm a fan.
Thank you.
You know, I'm a fan, and I've seen you do different ones, and I see you when you do Trump.
Yeah,
you're so him.
That's true.
That you're so him. And
I was grabbing his pussy before the show, right?
Do you have one? Let me ask you this, because I know impressionists always have another thing. Right? Is there somebody in the back pocket that is coming that nobody knows yet, or is
in terms of an impression?
Yeah. Like, I guess too what I'm asking is, will you work on somebody and go, oh, this is coming in a month or so? But like,
that's so interesting. There are in politics and movie, like for example, when award season was happening, I really had to get down an Austin Butler impression, the guy who was nominated for Elvis, and he was so viral.
Yes.
So I started to do him, and he still sounded like he was in character.
Wow.
He's from Southern California, but he still sounds like Elvis.
So I was working on that. And then the DeSantis is a good example. So DeSantis.
Yeah.
And then like if there, I'm not necessarily planning. Well, maybe that's not necessarily true. If there's some political moment that happens, I have to get this. Yeah, that's an interesting question.
No, because I imagine it would almost be like getting a new bit.
Right? For sure.
But you're like, I'm using this tonight.
Absolutely.
And that's,
you're right. Like Tucker as an example. Like I've been working on him. I just did him on Colbert, like an animated thing. So Tucker's getting good.
Yeah.
I like his laugh. I think he sounds like he's getting a prostate exam when he laughs.
Yes.
He's like, good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson tonight. Tonight's subject is Joe Biden, a lizard. Like, it's like he's getting fisted up the asshole.
And then he gets quiet again.
I know. It's insane.
But seriously, he squints his eyes.
Like, what's going on with it? It's insane. Yeah.
So I noticed something that I asked somebody the other day. I go, how is Matt doing? How are you? I mean, I don't know if this is something you can answer, but how are we got editors.
Come on.
How are you getting on the street with the people that you're like? I've never seen a guy just show up to the New York comedy scene. This is the craziest thing ever. This dude, I saw this guy at the Stand. You know, I come and do a spot. I see that's Matt Friend. Well, you should watch him. I see the impression so great. Then I see clips, and there's literally like you're standing there with these people that are like it's you doing it, and then they're there, and I'm going like, do these people have the same agent? Are these fans, or are you, or Matt, are you a stalker? Or it's just like I found out, like I have a friend who works at TMZ, and Alec Baldwin's coming out of Walgreens at 4 o'clock.
Well, Harvey Levin is a friend of mine. We love TMZ, and the Jews, we just have a heightened awareness of where things are. Kanye was right. We know what's happening, right?
No, here's the truth. I have become known for impersonating celebrities next to them, the ones I do, and also just being with celebrities and doing this. And it is completely random. I swear to God, 2 of them were planned, okay? John Oliver, we were at the same comedy club, and I went up to John after our show, and I went up to him and I said, Mr. Oliver, I'm a big fan. I was wondering if I could get a little picture. He goes, okay. And then I go, can we do a bit? And he was like, I don't know. And I was like, and I take out my phone and I'm just like, good evening and welcome to Last Week Tonight on the Street. Who better to do this with then? And he goes, honestly, it's not bloody bad. And it was amazing.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then he's like, it's the first time it's happened, and I do rather hope it's the last. And it was a great moment. And then Jeff Goldblum, I got tickets to see his show in New York, and him and his wife had shared my impression of him, and it was a whole moment, and he brought me on stage. Very sensual experience.
Whoa.
I enjoyed him enormously, yes. But everything else is random. Like Andy Cohen down the street, Liev Schreiber, random, Sebastian Mendes, random. It's all random.
Dude.
It's insane. I know.
No, it's the universe.
I live in New York. It's like, you know, it's crazy. My agents are hooking up everything. Don't tell. Thank you, bitch.
No, it's
That's
the
the
universe.
truth.
It's the universe
Yeah,
being
it
like,
is.
no, this is what you do.
It's weird. It's
Yeah.
so weird. Yeah.
It's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And I saw you at the stand the other night.
Yes.
And you'll do bits, though, which is cool. Is like, you're not, some guys just go on stage and it's just like, hey, here's Stewie Griffin
Oh,
eating a waffle.
yeah, I can't
And then
do
it's
that.
this. You
No.
kind of actually do a bit as them.
Yeah, no, like I didn't want to be like a hacky impressionist kind of thing. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but like this is Robert De Niro on an airplane. Am I moving closer here?
Yeah.
Okay. Like this is Robert De Niro on an airplane. I didn't want that, but
Right.
I have like there's stories, and I've been running through an hour. It's like there's stories, there's of the meetups with the celebrities, there's observations, but impressions are probably like 18% of what I'm doing in that hour now. So there's a
Wow.
lot of other stuff, but they're always weaved in, and they'll always be a huge part of what I'm doing.
And I think you're so good at it that sometimes, like, you're so good at it that it probably can overshadow a great bit, right?
Who cares? You know, it's
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
just
exactly.
fucking do it. You know, it's like I don't
Exactly.
care. Someone asked me in a podcast, like, do you think people have anything against people who do impressions? Like, who gives a shit? Like, I don't care. It's like this is just what I love to do it, and it's fun.
Why would like that's the thing. It's like it's such a talent, and
Yeah,
it's a
thank you.
zero knock on stuff. First of all, my favorite comedian ever is Eddie Murphy.
I mean, the best.
Eddie did great impressions.
I mean, unbelievable.
He did great.
Some of the best ever.
Yeah, that's the next thing that I wanted to get into with you, Matt.
Yeah.
When you were growing up, who was like is there an impressionist now today that you're like, that's kind of like, for me, like the staple? That's like the dude?
I mean, there are a lot.
Or woman,
There
sorry.
are a lot. I mean, in terms of impressions versus comedians, I mean, or comedians who did impressions, like there was like Rich Little as an example, who was before my time, but
Right.
he was like doing the most spot on, perfectly vocally accurate impressions in like the 60s on Carson. Johnny Carson, very fun niche impression. That one kills with women my age. Everybody go, do a little
They're like,
Carson.
"Johnny who?"
Do a little Johnny Carson, daddy. But so he was amazing, and then I loved like Phil Hartman, Dana Carvey, and then with the cast I grew up with, like Bill Hader, you know, like SNL, like he's kind of my guy, and Fallon, and then there's like other vocal guys, Hank Azaria, Seth MacFarlane,
Dude, those are all
Jay
monsters.
Farrow. I mean, you know.
Those are all monsters. And
Jim Carrey too. Like, I really love. Like, I'm working on my late night set right now, and I love Jim Carrey's 5 minutes on Carson years ago, and how he kind of structured it. And I loved Carrey's stand up. He would do political figures, do the facial expressions. He was the man. Thank God I'm not the same age as him. I would not be happy walking into a comedy club and seeing Jim Carrey there wearing like a suit. I would be ballistic. That'd be a disaster.
that would be rough.
I wouldn't like that. Yeah.
Dana Carvey, dude.
Dana Carvey. Did I not say him?
You said
Yeah, okay,
you
good.
said Dana.
Yeah, Dana.
And then, but
yeah.
the ones you mentioned, Bill Hader.
Phil Hartman, too, by the way. Phil Hartman. Very fun voice to do. I think he died like 2 weeks before I was born.
Dude.
That's a niche reference.
I'm on the way down here on the West Side Highway, and I'm talking to Brett Ernst, who's
Yep.
hilarious. And Brett, we were talking about, I was talking about you. I said, I said, Matt's coming on the Verzi Effect. I can't wait, dude. His impressions are so good. And then we joked about people doing like Schwarzenegger and Stallone and like walking. And it's just like, because those were the three, were the three go-tos, right?
And De Niro.
And De Niro.
Those are what I
Right.
call
Right.
airplane food impressions. It's like being a stand-up
Yes.
and talking about what's the
with
deal
the
with
food?
airplane food.
Yes.
If you're going to go on stage, this is Robert De Niro yelling at you at a Starbucks. Like, it's like, you know, what, unless it's an unfucking believable. Like, that's the thing, like, everyone's doing a Trump impression, but
If you can be so uniquely accurate, there's not a problem.
You do.
There's no problem, Paul. There's not a problem. Paul looks like he's a bouncer and could kill somebody, okay? You don't want to fuck with Paul.
He's a
Do
dog.
not mess with Paul. He's a dog, and he knows. He is a dog. He laughs like he's being choked in the bedroom. He's got a wheeze like no one's seen. Look at him wheezing. Look at him wheezing. Call up Tony Soprano, right? We love that. We love Paul Verzi. Who cares?
okay, it overcomes me. You know, it's kind of orgasmic.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, you know what else? You know what else is fun, by the way, Paul?
Uh-oh. We're getting a little Mitch.
Well, listen, Paul, this one is a very fun one to do because facially, and you see my expressions. How the hell this fucking guy is a real person, I will never know. He always looks like he's holding in a lot of diarrhea to me.
It's like Men in Black. You're just going to rip the mask off?
Well, McConnell wouldn't like black, but still, yes, absolutely.
All right, guys, let's take a minute to talk about Diet Smoke. All right. As you guys know, Diet Smoke is one of the favorite sponsors. Diet Smoke makes premier federally legal THC products delivered discreetly to your door. They have different flavors, different levels. So whatever high you're trying to get, Diet Smoke is for you. Okay, if you don't want to get crazy high and you want to just chill, which you know that's what I like, Diet Smoke is there. But if you want to take it to another level, they'll take you there too. With a wide variety of flavors, strengths to choose from, every purchase is a new, exciting experience. Why settle for a mediocre experience when you can indulge in the ultimate high with Diet Smoke? They sent me over these like watermelon and blueberry ones. And dude, they taste delicious, and they put me right where I needed to be. So, and you could have so many different other flavors and different levels, like we mentioned, with quality assurance through readily available lab tests and consistent releases of new hand-picked flavors. Your experience stays fresh and exciting. If you're not completely satisfied, guys, this is the big one. If you're not completely satisfied, their dedicated customer service team is ready to resolve any issue. For Verzi Effect listeners, Diet Smoke is rolling out the red carpet. Go to dietsmoke.com and enter code VERZI50 at checkout for 50% off your first item that you add to your cart. That's dietsmoke.com. Okay, code VERZI, VIRZI50 for half off your first item added to your cart. You must be 21 years or older, and you guys know that I do not talk about products on the show that I don't use or that I believe in, and I think that this is perfect for anybody that likes to get high at any level. Now, has anybody been mad at you? Has anybody
No.
been like, yeah, no.
No, the
You
way
gotta be a dick,
The
right?
way I approach it, I think there's kind of like a respect to it, and also like I try to go for accuracy. You know, like I met Rami Malek on the street. He was very nice. He was a little more intimidating, but we didn't really do a video. I just kind of did the face with it. I was like, I kind of like just kind of snuck in the little Rami Malek face.
Yeah.
But no, everybody's great. Yeah.
Everybody's cool. It's just
Even Sebastian was great. I went up to Sebastian. We were in LA and Matt Niskelko. And do you know him?
yeah, oh yeah.
And it was funny. My first 2 TV appearances, he was actually on.
Okay.
He reviewed my impression of him on Kimmel in the pandemic, and then he surprised me on the Today Show when I was on with Hoda and Jenna. He came on, and then I ran into him in LA, and we did a funny video. He kind of matched my voice, and, and he was like,
Stop bothering me and go back to your table. What? Aren't you embarrassed?
"Yeah, I don't know. He's the best.
Chicago guy, another Chicago guy.
Chicago.
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah, he's the best.
yeah. He's almost like can't believe you would be into something like that, right? He has that. Sebastian's got this thing of like, why would somebody even think?
I mean,
Where are these people?
Why are you doing me to you?
fucking hilarious.
It is real. He is really, really funny.
As soon as that doorbell rings,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
love Chipotle.
It's so sensational,
So sincere.
Yeah, oh my God.
dude. He's
Comedian impressions are fun. Those are niche. Yeah.
Those are hard.
Yeah, I do like Jim Gaffigan. I mean, it's just really great to be here on the podcast. So what even is the deal with Paul? You look like what's up with the red shirt? It's like a Where's Waldo? I don't even, where are the Hot Pockets?
Yeah, it's a whisper.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like a whisper of confusion.
Yes.
right.
I'm working on Anthony Jeselnik.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Anthony Jeselnik.
Yeah, how
Okay,
does-
so I was dating this girl. She had a pet parakeet. The thing would never shut up. The bird was cool, though.
Yeah, that's a nice.
Anthony Jeselnik. Anthony Jeselnik.
Now, does it get weird if you do people get weird if you do a black person impression? How does that go?
You know, again, like
Is that like verbal blackface?
I wouldn't do a voiceover project. I wouldn't
no,
be.
of course.
But I do Obama, and I think if it's vocally accurate, like I'm not trying to play into a stereotype or anything. So
Right.
that's a problem if you're going to do that. But
Yeah. Because I think I think Jimmy Fallon does a.
he does Chris Rock.
Yeah, and it's one thing if you just can't do it you can't do it dressed up like
That is
or
correct.
black. But if you just do it
Put a
accurately,
disclaimer on there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we will,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah. Do not try this at home, kids.
No, but listen, like you said, if the voice is accurate,
It also depends on the context of what you're doing it in, right?
what about a woman?
I do some women impressions. Yeah, I do. I do like Jennifer Coolidge. I'm working on her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jennifer.
Oh, God. Oh, you look like the 4th of July, dumbass. Oh, Paul is sexy muffin. Oh.
Yeah. So
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
got to be women. It's got to be just because
those
of the
are
voice.
harder.
It's got to be a harder.
They're a little
cadence,
trickier.
right?
Yeah, they're a little trickier to do.
How long have you been in New York?
I transferred to NYU in 2018.
Oh,
So and I graduated during the pandemic.
was
I'm
gonna
24. Yeah, I graduated.
Oh my
class of
God.
2020.
Oh, it's all in front of you,
I know.
dude.
I know.
So you were here for 2 years.
Do you
during
think I
the
was
World
like
Cup.
32 or something? Everybody thinks I'm like in my 30s.
I would say no. I would guess like 27, 28.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But dude, 24. You got your shit together.
We're making moves.
It's
you know?
looking good, dude.
Well, I appreciate that.
Wow, dude. So you just graduated.
Yes.
Now, when you go back home, your family sees all this. They got to be psyched, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I was just home a couple of days ago, and it's like people come up to me, like it's kind of wild, you know, like it's totally insane what's
Are
happening.
people wanting you to do stuff on the street?
I mean, like I'm not fucking Brad Pitt, but it's like, you know, I'm nowhere near that. But it's like
Right.
I do. It is cool. Like I'm sure it happens to you. Like you probably must be getting stopped.
Well, sometimes people just be, oh, Verzi, I love the podcast.
yeah,
but
yeah.
since with me, it would be either
No one's.
the Netflix special or
Yeah.
it would be either something on a podcast.
Don't you
but
love
with
saying
you,
that, the Netflix special?
I do.
Love that. Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, listen, it came out. Nocturnal Admission still streaming. But if somebody saw that, they're
So
like, hey,
what'd you get paid for that, right? When you made that special, right? I mean, you must have been getting so much ass from that, right? I mean, Robin knows this. So you're a comedian. You have a Netflix special, right? I mean, women must be wanting to fuck the shit out of you, right?
I'm married.
Okay, that was Howard.
No.
Sorry. Right.
No, it's
He's
perfect.
married, right? But you must be fantasizing about it. Okay. Anyways.
no,
Yeah, no. Do people sometimes like people will ask for a picture or whatever? But like there have been a couple of times people like, can we do a little video? I'm like, it's kind of what I'm doing.
Can you
so
do yeah. It's
kinda what I'm
steal
doing.
your shit. They're like, hey, Matt, let's do a Trump. And you're
Matt,
like,
let me do an impression of you next to you. Yeah.
Did you go to the Met Gala?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. I thought I was because you've been everywhere else. I don't know how you're getting in.
I know. I was at the White House Correspondents' Dinner events last weekend, and then for the Met, I was I did some videos surrounding it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Correspondence was wild.
Was it?
That was the craziest experience of my life. That was nuts.
What was the craziest story there? Would you say?
The craziest story there would be. I think the parties like were just crazy. I mean, like just everyone was there. Like you know, like all the famous anchors from like all the networks, CNN, MSNBC, NBC, like I think Fox. I saw like Bob Iger, like all these huge people were just like right next to me. It was nuts.
What did you get like? Because this has got to feel good.
Yeah.
The same way, like if a comic comes up to you,
Yes.
and goes, dude, that's great, man. I
Yeah.
love what you're doing. Did you get somebody like in media?
A lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people love it. No, I mean, it was very nice and very cool. Like a lot on those kind of events. People coming up to me is pretty surreal. Yeah.
Trump, no. Does Trump know you or?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's impossible. He hasn't.
There's
seen
no
it.
way he
There's
hasn't
no
seen
way.
it.
Yeah, he must have. He must have seen a couple of clips.
I
don't know. I mean, like.
I think he
they
saw
must.
it, and I think he likes it.
Because a lot of people-
I do.
I mean, a lot
think
of the
he's-
people that have worked for him like have commented on my shit and liked it, and so I don't know. I mean,
because you're bringing it so home with him.
Well,
It's
that's true.
So, but he would probably be like, he's good.
Well, that's true. That's true. And he's doing great work for the country.
Yeah,
And he's building the brand, and he's doing good stuff.
the teeth thing too. He does. Yeah.
Kind
It's
of,
like
he kind of inhales. It's like a Dyson. He's like, that's great.
but you know, I do like doing presidential impressions. So Obama's a fun one too, by the way.
yeah.
Paul Verzi, is it Verzi or
It's
Verzi?
Verzi.
Now, Paul Verzi is one of the great podcast hosts I've ever seen. So thank you so much, Paul, for having me. Keep going.
It's my pleasure.
Keep it going.
It's
Come on
my
now.
pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Amazing grace. Sorry, go ahead. Doesn't Paul have the best laugh you've ever heard?
Dude, but here's the thing. You must be. I know it sounds like I have asthma.
Right. Right, Rollin.
When you're home.
Your audience like, this guy is a fucking psycho.
No, no. Listen, the Verzi Effect. We have not had an impressionist on here, and there's no better impressionist in the country. I'm going to say that.
Well, that's
there's
true.
nobody
Thank
better
you.
than what you're doing.
Thank you very much.
And by the way, and you could attest to this because you know I'm not lying. I reached out to you before a lot of we have a text message.
We do.
Months ago, I said, "Hey, I'd love to get you on."
No, he's the best. He's a super nice guy, really.
I saw you at the stand, and I was watching it, and I was just telling everybody, I go, "There's just not a better Trump," and it's really like there's just not a better one. But you must be like a loon. Like, first of all, are you in a relationship? You got to.
I'm single right now, yeah.
Because I was gonna say it must be tough. Like when you're home to date you, the women must be like, all right, like Mom, he's great, but he's out of his fucking mind.
I have a lot of bits about this.
Oh,
in my stand-up, I'm talking about being single and dating, and I have a lot of jokes about people like, do you do voices when you're having like sex? And I'm like, why else are they having sex with me? Of course I do. When you're with me, you can be with anyone you want. Jeff Goldblum, Howard Stern, Andy Cohen.
Who are you in the mood for tonight, honey?
Yeah, exactly. It's Matthew's magical palace of celebrities. No, but I have bits about like, I was in bed with a girl recently, and about halfway through it, she looks at me and goes, "You're doing a great job. You're crushing it, honestly. Will you just stop doing the German accent, okay?" And I was like, "You want me to stop? Why should I stop, you devil?" So... Yeah, you got to have an off switch, though. You know, like you got to know how to. You don't want to always be on. You know.
Yeah, I was gonna say sometimes you probably just want to like just you in a bad mood.
I'm an energetic guy, though. Like I'm an energetic guy. I'm like an EpiPen and Viagra mixed in one.
You go into Walgreens with the flu and you do Trump getting your medicine.
Get me the shot. Get me the shot. I want to inject that bleach into my veins. So shoot him like a dog in Times Square. No one would care.
See, like, yeah. Yeah, no, but, yeah.
It's got to be, yeah. I mean, you must have, like, I'm not going to say you got voices in your head.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go to a hospital. I'm like, what's his name from Get Out? James McAvoy in Split, rather, not Get Out, yeah.
Yeah, dude, you got a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, yeah.
So how many total do you have?
You got a straight jacket or what's going on?
This is actually an intervention.
Yeah.
Your family's going to walk in here in a second.
This is not Baby J, my lady's special, okay? A star-studded intervention. You know it's bad when Seth Meyers is at the intervention. No!
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, my God, dude. So, that actually moves us to the next
The
question.
audio guys have had enough. Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
No, we got a Smile over here, and he's still figuring out the centering.
Yeah, thank you.
How many do you have total?
I do over 250 impressions and voices.
What?
Yeah, I have a whole list on my phone. Yeah.
You do 250.
It's close to it's almost at 300 now. Yeah. All in all, everything. Yeah.
First one you ever did.
It was Austin Powers. That was the one that got me obsessed with comedy and impressions and the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Mike Myers.
I know. Mike Myers was my initial obsession. Yeah. And then I would do like Dr. Evil and Fat Bastard and Goldmember. And that was the thing that hooked me. I was 4 years old and I watched that movie.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You were 4 years old when The Spy Who Shagged Me? Is that
when I watched, it was, I think it was International Man of Mystery.
Oh, the first one.
The first one, yeah.
Oh, my God. You were 4 years old,
Yeah.
dude, and that got you.
That was it. What was the thing that got you? Everyone has a thing. I think was there one
Eddie
thing?
Murphy Raw.
Eddie Murphy Raw.
My dad took me in 1987. I was like 9, 10 years old, and we were in a movie theater in Yonkers, and I was just like, that's it.
See, isn't that cool that you can like point to that? Like for me, that's cool.
But
That's
you
cool.
said, no, right when I asked you were like, it's Austin Powers.
That was it.
That's it.
That was it. Yeah, that was it. We're good. We're good.
Have you, yeah. No, it is cool to have the one thing in your life.
That was the thing. And Family Guy was big for me too. Like SNL, but Family Guy was really big. Like Seth MacFarlane is so big for me. It's also true because I'm doing some voices for them now.
I was going to say, is SNL something you were interested in doing?
Yeah. I mean, it definitely, you know, like I just can't be married to something. Like if something happens, it'll happen. But like, I mean, that would be a dream come true, obviously, but it's out of my control.
Right. SNL.
But that would be a big dream.
And you're doing stuff for Family Guy?
I'm doing some voices, and The Simpsons right now. So I'm doing a couple impressions and some like original, like one-off kind of lines and
Seth
things.
MacFarlane does a bunch.
No, he totally does. My favorite Seth voice is Roger the Alien from American Dad.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Who ate all the pecans, sandies, and chocodiles? Yeah. He's a little bitch. Yeah.
Dude, you must be like, yeah, you probably should do some animated voices.
I mean, hello.
Yeah.
Get my own studio. You know what I mean?
Dude, I'm trying to get a voiceover agent. I got a raspy, unique voice.
You
I
do.
not?
You do.
And if somebody was like, you need a voiceover agent, I'm like, yeah.
Right. No, you do. You do. You really do. You got a great voice, Robin. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I can't wait for the Matt Friend Verzi because the only person who's done it was Tim
The
Dillon.
Matt Friend Verzi. Yeah,
Tim Dillon did
I'm
it.
hearing
He
you.
got the raspiness. You're such a lunatic. You're gonna watch
No,
videos
I'm gonna-
tonight. Like, I'm gonna see you at the stand and.
You're gonna get so annoyed from this.
no.
You shouldn't have asked for that. I'm gonna start doing you. I do the ones I see at the stands. It's like, hey, Mark Norman, Queef comedy. Look at the Jews. And I have Sam Morril, which I'm working on. Like my babysitter molested me when I was 5. Sam Morril.
Oh yeah, a little.
Sam
deep-
Morril. Sam Morril. You know what the worst job is? It's cop.
The eyes.
Sam,
Yeah,
he's always like this. I don't believe in condoms. That's how all of his clips are like. He's like mass shootings. He really hooks you in. I love it. Fucking hilarious.
Oh, dude. You probably fall into it without even thinking.
Yeah, well, I do. I fall into it.
No, I do fall into it. It happens often.
You're just talking to somebody, and as you're just getting it.
It just kind of like you mean fall into getting an impression.
Like you could be like, let's say you're not doing impressions.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're off. You're tired.
I mean,
you're eating dinner.
There'll always be like I
Yeah.
might be hearing something. You know, like I was getting my hair cut today, and I like my haircut guy
you don't have
Raphael.
to rub it in, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
For viewers of the show, Paul has no hair.
I was getting my hair gelled and brushed.
So I was getting my hair cut today, you
Yeah.
piece of shit, and and then my haircut guy Raphael, before he said, he's like, I said to him, do you want gel? You want gel shampoo? Gel shampoo. He's good. Yes, he's good cut. I'm like, I'm doing him before he can say it. So it's a personality thing.
Of course, his name is Raphael.
I know.
How come it's never George? It's never.
It's never like
Yeah.
Willington or something.
No, I went to get a massage. And
Yeah.
They were like, "Do you want a woman or a man?" And I was like, "Well, I normally get Miriam." And I swear to God, they go, "Well, Colston's available." I'm like, "Of course, of course, Colston is available." It's never like, "Dude, Kevin's back there." It's never like she literally said, like, who better than Colston to come out and be like, what, just wiping his hands, be like, "You ready, Paul? It's Colston."
Let me touch that smooth head of yours.
Yeah. Or do
Yeah.
Trump saying he wants anybody but Colston.
Well, it's true. There's a lot of different options for people to massage me. But I would say I would prefer anybody but Colston. Colston's just a nasty guy. He massages worse than Sleepy Joe's massages. Colston is a dog. He's a fraud. He comes from China. Thank you very much.
Oh,
That was great.
Oh,
that
my
was really
God.
terrific.
Oh my God. Colston's a dog.
Colston's a dog.
all
Wait.
right,
I'm sorry. I'm just hang on.
No.
Joe? Yeah, I'm heading right over. All right. Headed right over. All right.
Sorry, that was Joe from the stand.
Guys, listen. I'm gonna stay on.
You can
here.
edit that out.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on here for a couple more
Yeah.
minutes. But
Thank
we're gonna
you for having me.
Dude, guys, I'm serious when I say this. The Verzi Effect has not had any impressionists on the show, and I wanted Matt to be the first one.
This was so fun.
Dude, you have such a bright future. You are truly the best guy doing it. It's the best Trump. All of them are amazing. Check him out online, Matt Friend. Watch this guy. You're
At
gonna
the Matt
see him.
Friend on Instagram. Yeah, the Matt Friend.
The Matt Friend.
There we go,
The
yeah.
Matt Friend on Instagram. You're going to see him all over the place, dude.
Thank you. This
so
guy's
much.
the best. Thank you so much for
Appreciate
having
it,
me.
dude.
This was awesome.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
dude. All right, guys. Well, that was Matt Friend, and so fantastic. So absolutely talented and funny, and dude, it's like when you have a guy like that, you just let him go and do the impressions. But I love a couple, doing a couple voices here and there. Seeing somebody able to do one or two is amazing. Seeing that is just an absolute another level of impression. And the dude's 24 years old. And you could just see, you're like, oh my God, dude, this guy can just morph into anybody. So So amazing. And guys, if you're enjoying the show, please like and comment and review The Verzi Effect. It helps the show move up in the rankings. You can get The Verzi Effect everywhere you get your podcasts, iTunes, Spotify. And like I said, if you just keep, tell a friend and keep reviewing the show, it'll move up. All right, guys, if you want to check me out on tour, the Level Up Tour, I will be in Raleigh, North Carolina, May 17th, Charlotte, North Carolina, the 18th. In Raleigh, I'll be at Good Nights. In Charlotte, I'll be at the Comedy Zone. Then I am going to the Helium in Indianapolis, May 31st. I'll be in Cleveland at Hilarities on June 1st and June 8th, guys. I'm doing a theater in Sandpoint, Idaho, so you could check that out. Tickets are going. And then I will be going to Tampa. I will be going to Houston. I will be going to Dallas. And more dates are coming. More fall dates are coming. Go to paulverzi.com for all the tickets. Continue to check out Nocturnal Admissions, which is streaming on Netflix right now. And all the podcasts. Of course, The Verzi Effect, which you're watching now. Anything Better, which I co-host with Bill Burr. And me and Robert Kelly have a Bone to Pick podcast, which is only 4 or 5 episodes old, and it's exploding. Check all of those out. Until next week, I'm out of here. I want to thank my guest, Matt Friend. I'll see you guys next week. Take care.